Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to part 2 of We Happy Few. I have made a few minor changes in the options menu. I've turned off the head bob, and also there's a feature for people who have motion sickness, so that when your character takes joy, which hasn't happened yet, but it will happen, kind of has to, or you're going to keep having problems with the bobbies and everything else chasing you. To disable the background animations that occur when you're on joy. Now, I might turn that on for one time, just so you can see what actually happens, but just that once.
So, this is what shit feels like.
Well said.
Everywhere the ceremony.
Now there are a couple of houses right here that I can search, and I'm going to. Although I might enter from the back on this one. Apparently I've already searched this one. Or
Get away. Oi! That's not
Why are we doing this to each other?
hello, Mary. Glad you could stop in. A feather. That'll be useful if I ever make a dart. Don't need any more rusty shovels. Duct tape is always useful, though.
A man's home is his castle.
Look, I don't even want to be here.
A branch and a rotten carrot. Rotting meat. More rotting meat. Ew. Rancid stew. Ew, no. Dagnabbit, she's got tin cans front and rear. Hey, another full canteen of pure water.
We're not a bloody better.
From you.
Bloody hell. Oh, bloody hell.
I'm bleeding out, but I don't need to use that. Uh-huh. Try telling me that again. Oh, it's been raining all day today. Hello, Dyruger. Glad to see you. I appreciate your support. Oh. Time to put together a lot of healing balms. Because that's really the only thing the Rose of Gilead petals are good for. There we go. 21 healing balms ought to be more than enough.
This won't take a minute.
I don't normally do this, but I just don't feel like leaving the guy in the fire.
I'm not cooking for you.
Now you can rest
It's not
over there next to your
personal.
boyfriend. Three bits of shredded raincoat, 3 metal bits.
Get your paws off my things!
What have we come to?
Rusty shovel, rotten mushroom, scotch, oh hey, Master Tinker Book. Increases chances of doubling durability of crafted items by a small amount. Rancid stew in another branch. Nah, I'll pass. Duct tape and mechanical bits, absolutely. coarse linen. Nothing in that dresser. The importance of not being seen. Hostile or inquisitive NPCs forget about you slightly faster, stacks up to twice. And a dig spot. A little bit of searchable ruins.
Where are the Americans? Where are Russians?
Bit of charcoal. "17 more sovereigns. Good work."
Get your own bloody pump. There's the one. What does it? Isn't Harry? It never was.
You did it, didn't you? Are you hiding from your bloody lurker?
Okay, I hate doing this, but
I've always liked you, actually.
well, what a coincidence that I went here to get water. Because, as it turns out, I happen to need some. You know what? Drop that.
The homeowners are taking steps to ensure the security of their castle. I mean home. According to the code, is his castle.
Flimsy cricket bat. Yep, thought so. My cricket bat broke. Save my shovel for actual shoveling related activities. See if I can spot... Oh, yeah, those shoveling points are way the heck out of my way. And it looks like it's going to be nightfall soon, which means dodging the thugs on the street.
I wish I kept in shape. Oof.
Where do they bury them? I'll ask you that.
Mind the side
You never
effects.
see them buried.
Oh,
You like
there's a
some
big one we don't mention.
Now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to
We
reveal
had a dog,
possible...
didn't we? When we were young, before the war. His name was... Stripe. Stripe.
possible quest points. Because like I said, the... some of the side quests in this game are randomly placed. More metal bits. Well, I suppose when it turns night, I can always come to some place like that and hide on the top floor there.
Where are the Americans? Where are the Russians?
Get up the bloody hell, bar!
You did it, didn't you?
And then I ran outside where you couldn't find me. The good news is they can't wake up people who are already unconscious in this game. They'll wake up on their own after a time, but it's not like you can have someone's like, "Oh dear, what happened to you? Wake up!" You know, do that kind of thing.
If the doors of perception were cleansed.
There's the one.
There, sit down with him, please.
Sorry.
Prestidigitator book. Increases area of distraction devices and objects by a moderate amount. Stacks up to 10 times. No, I don't need the rancid stew. That's one place where I can come back later and fill up a power cell. The modeling is the source of the fluid in the power cells. Oh, great. And also I need something to eat, and I need to drop that. Fortunately, I got stuff I can eat. They're not terribly filling, but...
This isn't your house!
What am I doing?
It's him!
Now we see the violence inherent in the system.
Oh, hey. Bludgeoner. Melee weapons consume slightly less stamina. That's book number 2 out of 5. Oh, just a feather. Bits of shredded raincoat. Now you might be wondering what bits of shredded raincoat are good for. Well, it turns out there's actually an item that's made from that stuff later. So yeah, everything you pick up has some sort of use, except for the rotten carrots and rotten onions. And a couple of other little things.
You're not the bloody help, are you?
Why would you have bloody help?
Your feet meat! Walter! What?
Can't we just agree to disagree?
And yes, I think you can guess what the teacups are actually used for. Making tea. Yeah, I know, that doesn't sound like much of a surprise, is it? Because you do find tea, you do find, quote-unquote coffee beans.
Do we really have to do this?
Great timing considering you already did this. Nah, I'm not going to
The
bother
walls
with that.
over.
I have
Why didn't they send them back?
tons of metal bits and everything else. Pretty useless for just one coin. But that happens sometimes. Tub. Dearest Kate, I think I found a boat. Not a real boat, of course, barely more than a washtub with a washcloth for a sail. But the smaller the vessel, the more likely we are to sneak past the patrol boats, don't you think? I know nothing about the currents, but it must be pretty hard to sail west and not land on Ireland. I haven't seen you in 7 days. I hope you're all right. I'll look for you in the shadow of the crashed V1 at noon on Saturday. I hope to God you get this. If not, I'll try to come back for you, if I make it. I love you. I hate these times. Love, Tony. Yeah, that's... Anytime you see a glowing green pipe like that, there will be a toxic fog around it at nighttime. And you'll need a gas mask for that. Fortunately, I have one.
I just want them to stop.
Either that or it's like peanut butter and he can't get it off the roof of his mouth. I'm just joking. And hello, Carrie. Oh, hello.
Simon says, put your hand on your head. Simon says, touch your feet. Simon says, never mind. Clap your hands. Done. Yes, you there. You're out. And you too. You're out. Go on. Out you go. Good. Now, say Simon says.
Have a feeling this location is related to something. Oh, I might have already searched it. Matter of fact, I think I probably did, since everything there is empty.
Simon says, lift your right knee. Simon says, lift your left.
And you can clearly see the effects of turning the head bob off, especially when he's running. So... more rowan berries.
Oh, but there's a big one we don't mention, isn't there?
I do unfortunately need to search the perimeter of all the islands, because sometimes the side quests are...
Shit.
Yes, that too, but they're out in areas sometimes that are on the fringes of the region. So you sort of want to uncover the fog of war anyway.
Pace yourself, Arthur. That's Mum's grave. I forgot we buried her out here.
And just little discoveries like that, too.
Simon says, ignore my name. Simon, Britannia. You all have very lovely singing voices, but I
How do you think I used to run 100 metres?
Simon says, fall down. Get up. Simon says, roll over. Simon says, stand up. Yes, brilliant. This is terrific. Really very, very good. I hope all of you had a fantastic time. I trust you all brought cake because I did promise cake and...
Oh, that broadcast from Jack reminds me of one particular achievement in the game. You have no idea what a pain in the butt it was to actually listen to every single Jack broadcast in the game. Because there's a certain schedule for some of them. And it's like, oh, well, he broadcasts this show in the morning at 6 o'clock. Well, you get up and you go listen to the show, and if it's a rerun of some other episode, well, congratulations. Run back to your little hidey-ho and sleep until 6 o'clock the next day and hope that it plays that particular broadcast. There we go. That's pretty much 99% of the fog of war on this island anyway. Whoop.
I used to get food from across the bridge. There must be people out there.
Picking up as much Rosa Gilead as I can for the healing balm.
I'm getting old.
Stop whining, Arthur. You're younger than me and I can run longer than that. Oh, this place again. Blah. Okay. Now we'll keep going onto the bridge. We're about to finally be able to get into this, to get back into the village. Although we'll be coming back out here again too. the night guard and come back after dark.
Toys and tiny beds. Tiny beds in every house.
Well, at least that marks another side quest that I can do. Oh, that does remind me. I have 8 skill points. Soon as I can, I want that one, OU, and that one. Nothing to see here. Would also like to get these two at least. And that one, that's expensive. That's 15 skill points to get.
I can't keep doing this.
You can get gunpowder from the unexploded bombs once you get the extractor. I don't remember exactly what it's needed for, but it's needed for something.
I don't know if you've noticed, but it's getting late.
One of his 5 p.m. broadcasts implies it's going to be getting dark really soon. Oh. Now it's up here somewhere. There's a dig point. Right in front of me. Well, maybe not that fantastic, but whatever. The contents of those chests are sometimes pretty good, but I mean like darts, caltrops. Yeah, maybe not as fantastic as some of them. Feathers and bobby pins.
And welcome to today's edition of Well, 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 the show where we talk about how to be your physical best. Now, some of you have written in about feeling malaise and lethargy. And
Yeah, well, they're not always good stuff. Sometimes they're worth finding. Sometimes, eh. Well, it's always worth finding them, because I mean, at least it's stuff you can sell, right? Even if it's not for much, even if it's not very valuable. Oh, another dig point. Right over here. a disposable safecracker, and more caltrops. Well, the disposable safecracker at least is worth something.
Night's coming on.
Very observant, Arthur.
We'll laugh about this later.
I'll laugh about how you nearly threw up running 10 feet.
Britannia, Britannia, rule the way.
A loose screw, another disposable safecracker. And 2 side quest markers right up here.
Sailors and long English voyages were getting sick. And they didn't have choice, they could see any better either.
Some of the Germans were fairly decent chaps. I wonder if any of them survived the Russians.
That fresh vegetables would cure the problem right away.
Are you guys new around here?
We came over yesterday. Must have got a bad batch of joy. Everything went all wonky.
I had no idea how bad it is here. These people, they came to rob us. You should see their eyes. They've gone feral. I don't think we'll last the night. Will you help us?
Don't hurt them. Just scare them away. They look so terribly hungry. And I think I recognize some of them from home.
This is home now, Daphne.
Come back at night. Surprise, surprise. And then hive mind over here.
Well, the only reason I know for being a bee is making honey. And the only reason to make honey is so I can eat it. And so the bear set out to climb the tree.
Now, one of these guys...
I'm gonna need some sort of padded suit, or these bees are gonna kill me. Ah! I can make a sort of padded suit. It wouldn't pass among decent folk, but it would protect me from all sorts of things, and people trying to hurt me, probably even bees.
Go to crafting, go to clothing, and I'm going to need a mechanical crafting table to do it, but I have all the supplies I need to do it. I'm also going to have to search the rest of this area and see if there's another one of those fast travel points, because those almost always have workbenches. Drop those sticks off. They don't weigh much, but hey, that's a little bit more carry weight.
Got Remember, lots of species Scurvy rat is named for stopping scurvy in its tracks. Same vitamin C. Scurvy rat is named for stopping scurvy in its tracks. Sorrel has 48 milligrams of vitamin C for every 100 grams you eat. Chicory has 24. Clover and dandelion are smashing sources of vitamin C. And they're all around us.
Well, the night blooming nunsuch is out, which makes it officially
I suppose
night.
they'll be rolling up the pavements about now.
So I guess I can go back over to that shibboleth and help them out after collecting some more night blooming nunsuch.
Taking it up. Well, I'm afraid we've come to the end of our time. Tune in again next time when we'll talk about malaria. It's not nearly as bad as it sounds. Most people survive it.
Well, this is going to be a bit tricky.
And I found yet another one of the side quests.
I miss Mum.
Huh, did not know you can do that. Crawling under the fence instead of going over it.
Just lie down.
No, please! We'd be dead now without you. I guess it's not true what they say about wastrels.
We hid a suitcase. Our Sunday best. It's all we have. The combination is 1066. I hope it helps you in some way. God be with you.
Still walking like they're on joy, too. 3 fine linen, 1 coarse linen, 4 shredded raincoat pieces, 1 disposable safecracker.
How adorable. I brought the village paper with them.
Everybody's a winner. It's a clipping from Saturday's newspaper. The Hamlin Village Weekly Simon Says game offered more than the usual excitement last Friday. The game was reaching its usual fever pitch, with contestants dropping out right and left, when suddenly alert villagers noted a small squad of wastrels sneaking up from the direction of the bridge to the garden district. They were presumably taking advantage of the absence of villagers from their homes and shops in order to steal into town and, well, steal. As everyone knows, there is plenty for wastrels to eat in the garden district. No, there ain't. It is, after all, the garden district. Used to be. But they seem to like our food better. The hue and cry went up, and the entire village chased after these joyless malcontents who escaped into the river and were never seen again. So, although no prize could be awarded since no one could remember who was still in the game, everyone was a winner. The break-in seems to have resulted from a temporary failure in a diagnostic kiosk on the bridge. The kiosk has been fixed, so future games, as Simon Says, can go ahead undisturbed. And I can do the flower picking one because it's after dark too. And I think I just found, maybe, yep, another side quest. Steal some flowers, huh? Well, wish me luck, because I have to figure out where I'm going to get in there.
What was that? What was that?
You hear that? What the hell? Who did that?
Just relax. Don't question it.
Calling the authorities!
Toodles.
Oh, it doesn't kill you?
Makes you pant for breath? Warning, house is protected by explosives, huh?
Oh, don't be silly, Gretel. If someone put a gingerbread house in the middle of the forest, surely they meant for us to eat it.
And the sole purpose of this, steal the sugar.
Maybe I should just throw a rock or a bottle at it and blow it up safely.
Or jump around it. Oh dear. I'm going to take damage doing this. And there's an explosive up there. And that's not going to work. I'm going to have to come back here with the... Ow. Good job. Forget about that rope that you skipped over earlier. At least there's nothing human, but I do think I need the padded suit before I come back this way. It was bound to happen sooner or later.
Oh my god.
And don't tell me that's never happened to you playing a video game either. That reminds me, I do have enough for a skill if I want it. Yeah, let's go ahead and get the increased health.
Duck soup. Nothing like duck soup.
At least there are flowers out here.
Oh, that. It's a very clever decoy. You see, if a duck sees another duck resting on a pond, it assumes that pond is safe. The stew is our pond. The moment a duck lands in our stew, we can skin it and cook it.
A decoy for a duck? Are you joking? Ducks aren't going to land in a stew, no matter how long you stand around quacking. Ducks are smarter than you think. They know things. The ducky? It's our lost childhood. Once upon a time we had duckies, but we haven't had duckies for a long time. Now, at least, we can finally have our ducky again.
Lost childhood? Are you still living in the past? Don't you think it's time to grow up?
Oh, that? It's a thermometer. When the stew gets hot enough, the ducky spreads its wings. Amazing, really.
No, it's not. It's a decoy. It's a decoy, for heaven's sake.
I would imagine at some point your decoy is going to start
I see the
melting.
ducky as a sign that we haven't given up hope. Hope is the thing with feathers, you know.
Ridiculous. Hope's got nothing to
Hold
do
on
with
a
it.
second,
It's
I hear a
thermometer
meowing cat.
is all.
Be right-
We don't want the stew to boil. That'll ruin it.
All right. You know what? We're never going to agree.
Never mind, I thought I heard the cat meowing at me, but it's over there sound asleep. Let's look at my quest list.
That is a terribly charismatic duck. That gives me an idea.
Rick the stunt duck is now available in your journal.
I think we have to prepare for the worst. We've been fooling ourselves making duck stew with a rubber duck. We all know there's less and less food in the Garden District every day. We need to escape. Or we need to figure out how to survive the apocalypse. I still can't believe we thought that duck was our saviour. Have we lost our minds? I suppose we must have done. 17 years of joy do that to you.
She's right. That duck wasn't our saviour. It was a hell duck. It was leading us to madness and death. Thank God you made us throw it away.
I remember staring into its dead, cold eyes and thinking it loved me. But it didn't, did it? It wanted to possess our souls.
That duck took everything from us, and it gave nothing in return. How could we have trusted it?
That duck haunts my dreams. Its soft, downy feathers and mad little eyes. It sneered at us. Why? Why did it hate us so? Thank you for making Richard throw away the ducky. You took the veil from our eyes. Now we see clearly. Here, we want you to have this. It's everything we know about this place. I hope it helps you.
Guide to fitting in. Reduces all suspicious rates by a small amount. So that's 3 out of 5 stacks. Well, now the 2 side quests that are left both really want me to have a bee suit. Or at least a padded suit. Can't really call it a bee suit. Remains of someone's old campfire. Oh, it wants me to eat something and drink something? Well, maybe I can solve that. I must have put the stew in my stash. Otherwise, I would have just eaten another bowl of the stew. And dealing with the fog of war in this area. I'm not sure you could really call it the fog of war, but that's what I'm going to call it, because it's a familiar term. But I really need to make sure there's no more side quests out here. I mean, you notice how many I found in such a short time. I'm probably sitting on a few hundred petals of Gilead. But what's one more? I do kind of wish that the auto map in this game would let us set up multiple, maybe not navigation points, but points of interest, so we could mark the location of all those bombs. So that we could come back and get the stuff from them later.
Maybe I should sit down for a bit.
Maybe you shouldn't. Okay, this time I do hear the cat meowing. Be right back. I let the cat out. The plus side is that it's finally stopped raining, so at least I don't have to worry about the cat coming back in here dripping wet and rubbing itself all over me to dry off. Supply caches in this area. Nah, I don't need none of that. Thank goodness for this thing showing you footprints where they're standing. Whoop. No. Ah, thank you for turning around. Nah. Drop Alf there where his body is concealed. Arthur uses allergies. It was super effective.
Oh, please just lie down.
Or please get on my shoulder so I can get you out here and lay you down over here in these. A branch and a Jimmy bar. Well. A loose screw, a pocket expansion kit, and a dig spot. Well, I'm definitely going to use that pocket expansion kit. Kind of need to. Now I'm down to just 4 kilos, 4 pounds, 4 kilos, whatever measurement it's using.
Please don't make a fuss.
You won't.
Fuck off! Help! Don't think I won't. You can't kill all of us, you rubbish at hide and seek.
I'm not as rubbish as you think.
Don't think I won't. And don't come back!
It's nothing personal.
A branch, a Jimmy bar, and a rock.
It's better this way.
crackhead, are we?
Look, it's not you. It's me.
And now I can get in and out through that route. Sewing kit, disposable safecracker, and 2 darts. I need to make sure I have this.
Please don't struggle.
Just a flimsy cricket bat.
Sorry to bother.
There we go. I think that's most of them. Charcoal, a disposable safecracker, and a dig spot. And the quest is complete. So much for poor old Alf. And his friend Prentice. You know. Don't need any of that. Okay. Well, that is another 3 skill points at least. And one of the dig spots is conveniently close. Another pocket expansion kit? Yeah, I'll take it. And the Intimidator.
Bloody mule. Pick what you can carry easily.
Last NPC in combat has a small chance to run away. Stacks up to 2 times. Let's see what else I can drop. Well... I can probably drop the dirty bandages since I have 2 regular bandages. Gonna go ahead and drop the 2 half-dead Jimmy bars. Well, I would do that, if I didn't need a shovel. If I'm going to dig up the dig spots, I got to have them. But I can drop a few of my excess cricket bats and stuff, at least. And I dropped most of my Jimmy bars because, well, I don't have any shortage of metal bits to make more with. Oh, okay. Yeah, you have a point. I was pretty much standing right on top of it. Well, look at it this way. At least you're going to know by the sound when you've actually hit it. Oh yay, a branch. Okay. Let's see, is there anything else around here? I might have to just take a...
Things didn't used to go rotten this fast, did it?
I might have to take a side trip back to that other... safe house. And then come back here to get those 2 side quests before I move on in the story. And then I can put away some of the crap ton of berries and stuff. On the plus side, I'll be able to have a ton of sick-up tea to sell off to the merchants in town from all that night-blooming nunsuch I've been picking up. first thing I want to do. Use the workbench. Check the status of my shoes. They're still fully done. I don't need to make more right now. And I do already have a proper suit somewhere in my inventory, I think. Well, not per se, but I'm going to need one.
Gotta drop some stuff, Arthur, or it's gonna be tediously slow going.
Yes. Get rid of that stuff at least. Then go to inventory and move all crafting items into the stash. Come over here into the corner. Wouldn't be keeping those potatoes if they weren't a chemical crafting ingredient. Do want to grab the canteen. Same goes for the rotten apples. It does technically contain calories, but the thing here is that can be used later to make sleep darts, if I'm not mistaken. Well, I don't need this many. Likewise, drop those off. Keep the antiseptic, drop off the caltrips. I almost never use them anyway. There's one particular side quest that I haven't found yet that I can use them for to slow a guy down. I hardly ever use rubber ducks as distraction devices, so that gets tossed. Those get put in storage. I'll keep one torch with me if I have... Let's see. Do I actually have... Oh. Gotta bring the stew in, though. The nice thing is, as long as it's not moldy or spoiled, it doesn't actually spoil. So that's a plus. Do I not have a usable power cell? I thought I did. Huh. Well, if I don't have a power cell, that torch isn't going to do me any good. So I guess that can be stored. And that way I'm down to 44 out of 106. And since it's still nighttime, I can go back and... Well, I'm going to go back to hive mind first. Go back and take advantage of that bee suit that I made. And again, it's technically not a bee suit, but close enough. It reduces damage from bees, that's the important thing. I hear Cat wanting to be let back in, but he's not. But she's not going to get let back in yet. She just wants to sit in front of my heater and absorb all the warms. Because it's 39 degrees outside right now, which may not be cold where you live, but for this part of the United States, that's pretty bloody cold. Oh, silly me. And I was following the mission waypoint instead of the custom waypoint. I've got some friends who live up in Alaska, and they laugh at me whenever I say something like that. They're like, 39 degrees? Hun, that's shorts and sandals weather. And I'm like, yeah, come down to Texas in midsummer, and you're going to think it's bare-ass naked weather. Which, as it turns out, ended up being true. They came down here to visit in the middle of August for some unknown reason, and I caught them in their hotel room standing butt naked in front of the air conditioner turned up to full blast because they couldn't stand the 80-degree heat. And that was back when it was cooler. These days it's closer to 100 more often than not. It was a particularly cool day for August.
Well, it's not exactly chain mail, and I look like a complete idiot, but I do feel quite a bit better protected.
And you can have the bees.
Get your own bloody honey.
But yeah, most of the time, like
When
most
did it
of
all
this...
start to fall apart? It worked for a decade and a half, didn't it?
But yeah, most of August, it's usually around 97, 98. Makes me want to do it. Almost makes me want to come up with lyrics for a parody song. I've got the honey, honey. You can have the bees.
Oh, that doesn't look a bit like a trap.
And found another one of the side quests. So on my way to a side quest, I found a side quest.
This won't hurt a bit. That was loud. I hope... They got a bag of shit.
Gives you some idea just how far bees will chase. And suddenly, day. Do not steal the very good food in here. Oh no, that doesn't look like a trap at all.
Locked. Aha, but I remember how to make a lockpick.
Not as invisible as you thought. Oh.
Can't we work something out? No?
Duct tape, safecracker, and 3 darts. And of course... yeah, there's only that one chest. The two open-topped crates don't have anything. And I can finally go to the Salamanca Bridge. Which is going to be my way into the city. For now. So I'd best switch to my suit. And hope I don't come across any wastrels on the way.
And get out. Don't let the day slip away or you'll feel like a downer. And we can't have downers, right? Smashing. And now, the catch.
You know what? Take the bobby pin. Talk your way past the Bobby.
Lovely day for it. Unfortunately, the bridge is not open at this time. It was working just a minute ago, but the door is broken again. You'll have to wait until it's up again.
Do you ever let anybody in?
Oh, yes. There's someone in there now.
And in the past month?
Well, in the past month. Ah! There's a chap in there right now.
You don't really want anyone back from the Garden District, do you?
Well, my wastrel friend. No one goes off their joy can actually take joy. I mean, would you? Everybody feels better if that door stays broken. You, us, everybody.
Well, Constable Wright, I suppose now I can tell Central why the bridge keeps breaking down.
Central?
Ever seen one of these?
Oh, bugger me. You're not some sort of undercover bridge inspector?
This device detects structural irregularities using shortwave radar. But I don't think it will show me the real problem. Will it, Constable Wright?
Look, sir, you can fix that door, but them wastrels still ain't gonna take their joy. It makes them see eyes everywhere.
That's not for you to decide, is it?
No, sir. The maintenance hatch is that way, sir. I'd be grateful if you forgot this conversation ever happened.
Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Oh, bugger. If I really was from Central, I'd have the card, wouldn't I? There is another way, though, isn't there?
Yeah, break in. Seriously, every file cabinet empty? That's uncommon. There's usually at least one of them that has something. Nothing in the credenza.
Please take a number and sit down.
There's nobody else here.
Please take a number and sit down.
Don't mind me. Just having a bit of a sit down.
Actually, while I'm at it.
Number 2. Now serving number 2. Welcome to the Rehabilitation Centre.
Actually, I'm just a sort of undercover bridge inspector from Central. See this device? It detects structural...
Then you should have no trouble passing the test, should you? Please head through the door there and begin your rehabilitation.
Please deposit your personal belongings into this box, retaining only your clothes. Please continue to the decontamination room.
Well, at least they leave me a sandwich and an apple and some tea, don't they? And some healing balm and an antiseptic bandage, which I am absolutely
Please
going to take.
discard your clothes. Don't worry, you will be provided with new, proper clothes after decontamination.
Now, if I was Percy, I'd just go promenading about, wondering why everyone was staring. I never did quite grasp what's so important about wearing clothes. Wind us still and wind up. God to make thee mighty, make thee mightier yet. God to make thee mighty, make thee mightier yet.
Congratulations, you have been decontaminated. Please proceed to the next room and obtain fresh, new, proper, clean clothes.
I hope she's not watching and judging.
Don't you look wonderful? Please proceed to the next room, in case there is any residual odor of the garden district on you. Please enjoy this refreshing scent of country flowers.
Is that licorice? Why licorice?
Get ready for the most important moment in your rehabilitation. Please take your favorite flavor of joy. Vanilla, chocolate, or strawberry.
Oh, I must insist that you not traverse the beams of the joy detector without taking your joy, sir.
Oh, damn it! They were serious about taking my joy, weren't they?
Yes, and I'm serious about taking their tea. Okay. Now, just so you know, I'm only going to do this once. Then I'm going to turn it back off for because of Die Ruger's problems with motion sickness. Well, actually, if it'll let me, I will. I think that may be something I can only turn on or off from the... Ah, there it is. Noise visualizer, suspicion icon, stealth indicators. Oh, really? Well, head bobbing I've turned off. It might not let me do it from the main menu, in which case I'm just not going to do it. Yeah, it doesn't seem to offer that from in-game. So I'm just not going to do it. Joy makes you happy, but take care not to take too much. The joy meter helps you track your joy experimentation. If the joy meter fills, you will overdose and suffer penalties to combat, crafting, and conformity until the overdose passes. Well, yeah, people don't like you throwing up everywhere. As you take more joy, you will notice a memory loss counter on the joy meter. This counter tracks your memory loss from taking joy too many times. When this meter is full, you will crash and suffer severe penalties. For this reason, you should use joy tactically and only when necessary.
I could take these all the time and I wouldn't have any worries.
And take a seat. Excellent. Sit tight and enjoy the show.
And now it's time for the Uncle Jack Etiquette Minute. You may be wondering, how can I fit in better in Hamlin Village? Well, it's easy. To get along, go along. If someone tells you it's a lovely day, agree with them. Because of course, it's always a lovely day in Hamlin Village, so don't be afraid of talking to people first. They'll appreciate it. Now, I'm assuming, of course, that you're decently dressed. Clothes make the man, eh? Indeed, naked people have almost no influence at all in society. And don't dress in rags either, or people might think you're a wastrel. Now, what should you do if people are staring at you? Maybe they're asking you if you remember to take your joy. Who cares? Just pop another and they'll congratulate you and go on about their day. And if things seem to be getting a bit hectic, remember, you can always sit on a bench, relax and open the Hamlin au Courant. Take a load off. No one will bother you when you're sitting on a bench. Unless you've made them very angry. Well, or, I don't know, watch Jack Worthing on television. I hear he's very good. Well, I'm afraid we've come to the end of our time.
Tune in tomorrow for another Etiquette Minute with Jack Worthing. That's me.
Isn't Uncle Jack wonderful? Now, please proceed to the 3rd floor, where you will be tested on what you've just relearned.
Just a friendly reminder. Uncle Jack don't mention it, but a word to the wise, proper decent people don't like people what is running, jumping, crouching, spying, sneaking, breaking or entering. Such like behaviours is what we associate with downers. Avoid them.
Avoid them and eat an apple.
And we shan't have disagreements.
Welcome. It's time to play Oh Behave, the game where you show that you're ready to come back to Hamlin Village and behave like a proper, decent citizen.
Oh, for heaven's sake, they can't be serious.
Are you ready to behave? Now, our 5 guest questioners are going to ask you 1 question each. All you have to do is show us that you understand how to behave yourself in Wellington Wells. Mr. Cashier, what question do you have for our prodigal son or daughter?
Lionel Cashier. Glad he's still around.
If you want to fit in, you should. A. Say hello to everyone you meet, like you do. B. Visit people's houses, whether they're there or not. C. The eyes! The eyes!
Yes, that's right. It never hurts to say hello to people. Player 2, I'm afraid the eyes was not the right answer. Mrs. Browning, what would you like to know?
If you realise you're wearing rags, should you A. Pop a joy, B. Put on proper clothes for God's sake, and why not pop a joy, C. Why does everything have eyes?
That's right, Player 1. Just popping a joy is not always enough. We do have standards, you know. Player 2, I'm afraid everything does not actually have eyes. Jack Constable, your question?
Right. Well, here's my interrogative. If I see you running, jumping about, or crouching in the shadows, what will I likely do? A. Tell you to stop your rotten shenanigans before I smash you in the face. B. Run and jump and play myself. C. Oh God, the eyes.
Player 1, that's exactly right. If you need to get somewhere, don't lurk about like a rotten downer, or run like you're fleeing the scene, or jump about. No need to be in a hurry in Hamlin Village. Player 2, do try to pay attention. We want you to succeed. Mrs. Sackville, your question please.
If you want to make friends with me, should you A. Give me flowers, B. Talk about old times, C. Stop staring at me, why is everything staring?
No, I'm afraid we don't like to talk about old times in Hamlin Village. Who can remember them after all? Ha 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 ha.
Oops.
Oh dear, it looks like the eyes have you both, as they say. How disappointing. Remember, doctors are here to help you. If you've forgotten your joy, doctors will smell it right away, and they'll give you a quick injection to make your day a lovely one. Dr. Byron, what is your question?
What happens when you take too much joy? A. You can't find your own house. B. Who cares? C. Please God, make them stop staring.
one. It hardly matters. You might lose a few hours, but sooner or later, you'll find yourself on a bench, no worse for the wear. Oh, player 2. Today is just not your day, is it? But you can always come back for a 7th try. And that concludes this episode of Oh Behave. I hope you made it to the village. If you didn't, remember, we're always happy to give you another shot if you're willing to behave like a decent citizen. Of course we are. Here in Hamlin Village, we're always happy.
Well, that's a relief.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's time to play Oh Behave, the game where you show that you're ready to come back to Hamlin Village and behave like a proper, decent citizen.
What the hell? I passed the test. Oh, for heaven's sake, I'm not going to do this again. How do I get out of here?
Are you ready to behave? Now, our 5 yes questions are going to ask you one question. All you have to do is be sure you understand how to behave yourself. Hey, Wellington Wells.
If you want to fit in, you should. A. Say hello to everyone you meet, like how you do. B. Visit people's houses, whether they're there or not. C. The eyes, the eyes.
Need to keep at least a few of those disposable safecrackers on me, because I will be breaking into houses.
May I express my delight that you passed the examination, sir? We've not had as many as we'd hoped, sir. Not as many at all. And yet, they say the unexamined life is not worth living. Well, sir, welcome back. Oh, and in case your rustication has been of long duration, please bear in mind there is now a nocturnal curfew. Best be indoors after nightfall, sir.
So from here, I've got to get to St. George's home and then into the parade. Except that I need a letter of transit to get into the parade, like the one I left on my desk in the parade. How do I get a new one? Wait, the old government printing office was on Maidenholm. Maybe I can break in and steal some blanks.
And just like outside, some of the post boxes are likely to have... Jack, I know what you did. When I feel like it, I will tell them. Your nemesis, OS.
Everyone is talking about the shocking thing that happened yesterday. You know what I'm talking about. I have it on good authority that it was not at all what I thought. In any event, the responsible parties are taking steps to make sure it never happens again.
Oh, notice that if you're being chased and you can manage to get somewhere without them seeing you, you can always do this and hide in the trash bins until they go away anyhow.
And the weather is different.
Another thing to keep in mind is that out here, did I or did I? I bet I put the T away. Ah, darn it.
And the weather is delightfully sunny, inside and out. Lovely English spring. I expect to see nothing but smiles out there. In fact, anything but smiles out there is strictly forbidden.
Can't hide forever.
Also,
Come out wherever you are. We only want to help you feel better.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure you do. I'll take the sugar. You can keep the rotten apples.
In case you might have heard a loud explosion coming from the general direction of the Victory Memorial Camp, don't worry, it wasn't someone blowing themselves up on the minefield. It was merely the members of the Home Army testing their ordnance. Mortar shells apparently don't last forever. There's nothing more frustrating than dropping a shell in the enemy and it turning out to be
Come out.
Would you knock out, damn it? Thank you.
Why are we doing this to each other?
And they really use their heads. Of course, it's nothing less than we expect from our finest. If you see them, do buy them a pint of me. I'm sorry to say tomorrow's cricket match has been postponed due to uncertain weather. Can't very well play cricket in a typhoon, so we'll let you know the revised schedule as soon as we receive the details. In Hamelin, our favorite butcher shop has a very special today. Is it pork chops? Is it pepperoni? Is it filet mignon? Is it roast chicken? Or is it...
Lovely. 6 rubber duckies. Canteen, bobby whistle. Healing balm, good. Yes, I just searched the toilet on the other side of the wall.
sure you're feeling all right?
We only want to help you feel better.
Sorry.
Scotch and another empty pill bottle. Okay. Unfortunately, I did not bring an electroshocker with me.
I could take a few more of these and I wouldn't be a downer anymore. I'm not like these wastrels. I could just take my joy and have done.
Empty power cell. Well, the empty power cell will come in useful for charging a flashlight or something. Okay. Well, I don't need the rusty shovel or anything. And probably better to use the back door. Oh hey, bread. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry for the delay there. Had to take my medications. And also, I let the cat back in. Wasn't going to, but I decided, well... Oh, God. Yeah.
If I want him to bugger off, I bet a nice bottle of scotch would help.
If I have a nice bottle of scotch, which I do.
Lovely day for it.
Righto.
I hope you like this sort of thing.
Well, I didn't find anything on them, but... Oh, but tea leaves are useful. Yeah, letting the cat back in may have been a bit of a mistake. It's wet. And she's repeating her performance from earlier, rubbing up against my pants leg in order to dry off. New journal entry. Dear Uncle Jack. Dear Jack, forgive a total stranger writing you, but I feel after these years as if I know you better than I know many of the people in my family. To me, you're no longer Uncle Jack, you're Jack. I can see that you're a good and kind man, full of love and laughter. But Jack, I can tell that you are not fulfilled. Lately, has there been an edge in your voice, as if you know something is missing? Jack, I can tell that you are alone in this world. It's not fair that you, who have done so much to make all of us feel less lonely, should have no girl who loves you best of all. Jack, I know this is terribly forward, but I want to be that girl. I know I could make you personally happy. Please write back and let me know if you could let me prove it to you. You deserve all the good things. I love you, Fiona Slaymaker. And I found one of the side quests. The Church of Simon Says. Can't do that until later. They've got a joy detector in front of the door.
Oh, lovely.
Found another side quest.
Love it.
Gotta watch out for those joy detectors.
That's an awful lot of bobbies.
And me without any scotch. I'll take care of that. I wonder how you... Oh, Downer Breach. Dear Father McCartney, it was so lovely to bump into you by the fountain the other day. I hope I didn't seem too distracted. I might have had a bit too much joy that morning. You know how it is these days. Has it really been so long since I was an altar boy in your choir? It feels like yesterday. I have a favor to ask of you. It's been some years now, if I remember right, which who knows anymore, that I felt out of step with the rest of the congregation at St. Michael's. More and more they argue about what Christ's forgiveness means if nobody can remember what they're asking forgiveness for. To tell the truth, I long for the old certainties I had as a boy. I miss absolution, I miss the body and blood, I miss going forth to sin no more. I want to return to the church, but I doubt Jillian would take kindly to my returning to the fold. Her knitting club is all St. Michael's, her flower arranging friends are St. Michael's, our neighbors are all St. Michael's. Is it wrong to want to convert in secret, and to take Mass in secret? I suppose we did in the earliest days of the church, didn't we? I cannot remember the things I have done. But confession and Mass wash all sins clean, do they not? Would you have me back? Yours most devotedly, Robin Willoughby. And another one of the houses. Always a back route in. And hold down the button. "56 healing balms." Okay. I don't need the sick-up tea, but... Oh. Trainers, if I can find some leather scraps. The trainers actually increase my running speed, but they do wear out a little bit faster. Also, I now have 8 points. So, there. Now if I can just save up 9 more points, I can get this. And people already ignore me if I'm running or jumping or, well, everything except breaking and entering. But I can run all I want inside city limits and they won't say a thing. If I get this, curfew won't apply to me. But that's going to take more skill points.
Look, it's not you, it's me.
There's the murderer, right there! Help! Someone needs a nap! Black dog.
Have fun getting back in. I just locked the door behind him. More rubber duckies. How'd you get in?
Please don't struggle.
Yeah, I think I'll skip the moldy bread. Oh, and you did notice where I found that brick, right? Now, I personally think that's probably an inside joke from the game developers. But I mean, come on, you're finding bricks in the toilet.
Oh, come on, you pack rat. You can't take all this with you.
Well, let's find a few things to leave behind. For instance, that and that. Oh, a normal cricket bat. Better. Forget about that bat and that bat and that pan and that pan.
one that did it.
Now come on in.
We only want to help you feel better.
Or don't.
You won't get away with this!
There, that's the one.
Look!
They did it.
Odd. Why are there peepers patrolling the park?
You
I
won't
should
get
sneak
away.
around a bit.
That's them.
There he is! Get it, lads! Right, I've had it with you.
They did it. I know they did. They're even did. There they are. Stop them. I've got better things to do. I don't have time for this nonsense.
The large, colourful paper mache skunk.
Save a bit for the next minute. Poor guys. Well, I suppose there are more lingering ways to go. Still a bit sloshy. Good place for giant octopi.
Blueprint, Mother's Little Helper, and the double plus wood. Got to secure the area, which means figuring out how to pump out the water.
Now, if I can find the switch again, I'm in business.
Damp diary. Monday. Made it this far. The hardest part was continuing to go to work without joy, seeing how daft they all are, but pretending to be like them while I made my plans. Oh yes, I'm a great pretender. She was always so sure there was a resistance plotting away. Why can't I find them? The celebrated Mr. K says there isn't any such thing, but she was so sure. Is he lying? Doesn't he trust me? I suppose there's no reason for him to do. Will he help? Tuesday. Does she miss me? She's always stiff upper lip, but every now and then one detects a twinge of feeling behind the mask. She'd say, "Would you like some tea, love?" And I could swear she meant more. That's what I meant when I said it to her. She never called anyone else love. And sometimes her hand would linger for just a moment when I handed her the cup. I miss her. I don't miss the rest of the lot. Certainly not that awful Arthur always making googly eyes at me. Wednesday, Mr. Kite says to lay low a bit longer. If I turn off the pump, the water will build up. Then if there's an intruder, I can just turn the power on. Thursday. Oh God, I dreamed V and I were swimming. We swam and swam until we turned around and couldn't see Wellington Wells anymore. And then we dove for 1,000,000 fathoms, but then I lost her in the darkness. Friday. Nervous wreck. 2 bobbies chased me coming back from the phone booth. Thank God I rigged the electricity. They made the most awful sound. I wonder if they had sweethearts. Are some girls missing them right now the way... Or is someone just popping an extra joy and trying to forget why? Saturday, more dreams of V. Even after I woke, I stayed in bed with my eyes closed so I wouldn't lose the feeling she was with me. I could still go to a mood booth and pretend nothing happened. But I won't. Not even if she meant the way she looked at me. She'd never stray from her pointed path, no matter how much she loved anyone. I suppose she mustn't. She's not really English, is she? I wonder if she's really the daughter of a Maharaja. She mustn't let anyone remember her skin is dark and her hair is dark and her eyes. Mustn't think about that. He's referring to Victoria, by the way, Victoria Bing. But she stands there like a statue sometimes, and she seems like someone out of Bhagavad Gita if you take away the jodhpurs and the riding suit and put her in robes of silk. Actually, her mother, specifically. Mustn't think about that. Now is the time to dare and endure, says the old man. Sunday, nauseated. Cooked Bobby was bad enough, but now it's rotting Bobby. I need a new shelter pronto. Must find out if Kay thinks it's safe to move. Time to leave another message. And let's see what new plans we've got. I don't have anything for trainers. Metal tubes. And the reason it lets you make these metal tubes, the metal tubes are used for crafting flashlights, well, torches is what they call them, or for crafting water filters, which I'm not sure I have that formula yet, but like the sinks in the shelter here. Oh, while I'm here.
Good. I can come back here with the minimum of fuss.
You see how that water looked pink? Yeah. They deliberately put joy in the water supply. So until I can build filters, that's going in the oh, let's move that to the stash for now. Don't know if I'll need that, but I'll keep it for now. Move that to the stash. Move those to the stash. Move those to the stash. Keep a few bottles around. Until I can build filters, I'll move the joy to the stash. Amazingly, the constable is only unconscious, not dead. And he has bobby pins. How appropriate. Woolner, on the other hand, I'm amazed that's not a baked apple. Okay.
Your move, Sandman.
Now I can go looking for more. Whoop. Headed the wrong way from there.
From our favorite band.
Move along, please. What's done is done. Nothing to see here. Past is history. Now, mind your own business. Yesterday is no place to live.
Didn't see you at the pub.
Wife's been under the vicar.
Wife's been under the vicar, huh? And speaking of the vicar, dear Vicar, I am writing to you because I was disturbed by the joke you made about a downer in yesterday's sermon. I know everyone thought it was a very funny joke. I love a laugh as much as anyone, and I thought it was funny at the time. But then it began to bother me. Not in the sense of feeling bad or sad, of course, but philosophically. Who are we to mock downers in Christ's church? Did Christ mock the poor and downtrodden? Or did he mock the Pharisees and the hypocrites? Do we really want to start by drowning 100 downers? Where would we end? I know I've been going on entirely too long about one joke, but it is important to keep up standards, don't you think? And as a vicar, we look to you to set the standard, don't you? It's perfectly fine when Uncle Jack makes jokes about downers. No one takes him too seriously, not when he has his jolly hat on. And I have laughed at many a downer joke. It seems we tell new ones every day. At any rate, they seem new. But in a sermon, shouldn't we have more sympathy? Instead of mocking, shouldn't we be praying for downers to come to their senses and take their joy again? Yours most devoted, Sylvia Hockney. Just cloth scraps. And I'll be coming back to this place in due time, too. Assuming I don't do it right now. At the very least, I want to see what's on that workbench over there. Because, you know, sometimes you find blueprints here. Blueprint for the vomit bomb, the banger, and a letter from Sparky, which I can put in my...
I see you. With me. I see you. You're coming with me.
No, I'm not. Letter from Sparky. Tex, I came by but no one was here. I wired up the new security coil but it hasn't been tested yet. It should be fine. All you need to do is have someone install the new keypads and mount the coil above the door. I slid Mr. Lightbearer's key card under his back door as instructed. That man can sing. Cheers, Sparky.
Oi! Get out of there!
Shit.
You won't get away with it.
Yeah, I will.
Well, I'm glad all that nonsense is over.
Come on over here and unpack your drink.
Haven't seen one of those in a while.
Well, I do need to go to my inventory and let's see. Oh yeah, the sick up tea. Sell, 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 sell. There we go. Sell him a few bottles. And then go back to the shop. I'm going to need one of those at some point.
A nod's as good as a wink to a blind bat. Am I right?
At least now I know where he is.
Poor thing. What's she on about?
Well, she might be on about someone stealing her tea, but I doubt it.
Sorry, dearie. Please don't tell anyone. I promise I'll stop crying. I'll take my joy, I promise.
Don't worry. I will keep your secret.
I miss them. I miss them so.
I miss them too.
You used to grow lilies.
Lilies? I thought you meant the... Lilies?
I overwatered them last year. Killed them. And I can't find fresh bulbs anywhere. We used to grow them together, Violet and I, before her husband got so jealous. I've one of the last proper vegetable gardens in all of Hamlin, but no one will trade me lily bulbs.
Well, you never know. Maybe some will turn up.
Would you like some tea?
Thanks, but I must be going. Poor thing. She does miss her lilies. And I think her friend, too. Wait a minute. There's a lily patch in the garden district, isn't there? On Ludd's Holm. Every time we went past it, Percy told me the exact same thing about how a lily patch lasts for practically ever until you rip the bulbs out. Maybe I could do a nice sad old lady a favour.
Yeah, go back into the garden district again. Dear Mrs. Brown, we, the Ladies Village Improvement Society, would like to thank you for the many years you have done such a superb job contributing to the loveliness of our dear village of Hamlin. Although you live on your own, as so many of us do these days, the figures you have painted in your windows have given so many of us a feeling of neighborly comfort. It is good to feel watched over, even if the watchers are not necessarily three-dimensional. However, in the past little while, we regret to say, we have noticed that your windows are beginning to deteriorate a bit. No doubt you have been terribly busy. We all have so many things to do. But it rather spoils the effect when the paint begins to flake. It no longer trumps the wall, if you will. In particular, the adorable grandmother in the second-story window to the right has lost parts of her jaw and looks a bit monstrous. I am sure this is not intentional. Indeed, who looks at her own house? And on joy, one tends not to notice uncomfortable little details. But some of us have begun to notice it and to question why you have not seen to it. Surely you are not a secret downer, they say. Of course you're not a downer. And we are positive you'll show them they're wrong by fixing up your house once again in your own inimitable style. All the best, Helen Burtonshaw, Ladies Village Improvement Society. Well, can't go too far that way because of the joy detector. Or rather, I don't want to use a joy unless I absolutely have to. And there's the merchant again. Which I might have to go down and go to him for some electroshock things.
Move along, please. What's done is done. Nothing to see here. The past is history. Now, mind your own business. Yesterday is no place to live.
Oh, that's a real nasty pea super, isn't it?
see what's here. Blueprint for jerky. Where's my materials, lads? I bought exactly the right amount of material for the scaffolding. Will someone please explain why we don't have enough to complete it? Either one of you is doing a bit of freelancing with our materials, which, trust me, I will figure out, or you're burning the boards to keep warm, which I wouldn't put it past you lot, or you didn't put the boards butt end to butt end like I told you to do, and we lost inches in the overlap. Stop smirking, Reg. I know you're smirking. I'm off to find more materials. I expect to see you all doing something useful when I get back. Blueprint for the tranquilizer dart. Well, I can make a couple of these now, can't I? I have 14 in inventory? Wait. Well, fine. We'll make it 15. Okay. Let's see. What do we need? We can make caltrops. We can make darts. Mother's little helper. For softer punishment, be nice yet firm. Can make bangers. Can make stunt ducks. The double plus wood. Hits harder than one rolling pin, but not quite as quick. Tranquilizer dart. Makes someone dreadfully tired for a short while, and here's where those rotten apples come in. But I need chemical crafting to do that. And then the vomit bomb, for which I need rotten meat.
Ah, that's a shame, that is. I told you to leave the moon juice alone, Eddie. What were you thinking? Going near a spanker like that? You never had the common sense that God gave an ordinary bowl of porridge, did you? What am I supposed to tell Sarah then? Can't exactly tell her you died heroically in the line of duty, can I? Wish you'd joined the force with me. What a shame. What a shame.
Thank God for the spankers, right? We can't have downers breaking the pumps any time they want a bucket of moon juice.
What would Eddie need motorline for, anyway?
Maybe he had an hobby.
What? He was using it to power a set of model trains? Nah, that's not like Eddie.
Oh, no.
Oh, he had a sort of aversion to details.
Maybe he was setting rat traps in the sewers. You'd need a torch for that.
Yeah, traps require long-term planning, to which he also had a sort of aversion.
Well, he wasn't bloody drinking it, was he? What are you getting at?
I wonder if Lionel Cashier is dealing in contraband motorline.
You might be right. Maybe we should pay him a call.
I'm just glad the spanker didn't spark up the motorline. Can you imagine? With half the fire department off on holiday.
He had a short spike. He could have disarmed the trap. Why didn't he? Oh, of course. Joy makes you forget.
3 skill points, water filter plans. So now I can finally make water filters.
It smells like something burned down.
And that's one side quest cleared. And 3 more skill points towards fixing it to where I don't need to worry about the curfew. Oh, I need food and water? Well, I can solve that fairly quickly. With a little tea. And maybe a little jerky. Oh, wait. How about we use it instead of dropping it? That would be nice. Can't go that way because of the detector.
Who doesn't remember the victory? Best day of our life.
Can't go that way because of the... Well, at least I've picked up a few more blueprints. That's actually key in this game, is getting those blueprints. Especially the filters. Modeling dispenser. Yeah. Okay. I thought that was what that symbol stood for. And I've got to get the guards here to go away, which means bringing in a bunch of scotch. There we go. 10 tranquilizer darts in case I want them. And I bought along 5 bottles of scotch so I can go back to that investigation and get them to clear away from that guy. I think it's... yeah, over here. Really close to me, actually.
Here. I want you to have this. Would you like this? This is for you.
be so bloody difficult?
Why aren't you happy? You need to be happy. That's the guilty bugger. Here, come here.
Okay, that was 2 more notes. From the desk of Dr. Verloc. Dear Mr. Burgess, thank you for your recent letter. The symptoms you describe, anxiety, guilt, and hunger, are all ordinary signs of joy withdrawal. I assure you that your troubles are all in your head, or more precisely in your brain chemistry, even though they may feel very real to you. If switching to another flavor of joy has not helped, you may be entitled to receive personalized care at Hayworth Labs. Any doctor can arrange your passage to our facility for the appropriate testing. The Diary of Billy Burgess. It's all in my head, it's all in my head, it's all in my head. A chemical reaction, that's all. Dr. Verloc says so, and he's an expert. If this hunger is my imagination, maybe my memory is too? Oh God, please let it be just my imagination. More joy, I just need more joy. Then maybe I didn't do it. Not really, not the way I remember it. And let's see. Lilies in the Garden District. What have we buried? Search the chest. Well, I need to complete at least 2 of those if I want to get the perk so I can skip the curfew. And I went exactly the wrong way, didn't I?
Didn't see you at the pub.
Looks like the old printing office is pretty well buttoned up. I wonder if there's a way in the back.
Oh, hello, love. Come stomp in the puddle with me. It's ever so much fun.
Good Lord, that's Motterly. One spark and she's going to incinerate herself. I've got to get her attention somehow. Maybe a lot of pretty flowers would do it.
Find Miss Pankhurst, one night blooming nonsuch. Oh dear. Well, I have a night blooming nonsuch, just don't have any on me. So I'm gonna have to go back this way. Right. That's where the main quest. Let's see. I should have some night blooming nonsuches somewhere. We'll just move the whole stack of 4. And I do want, if I can find it, I have empty power cells. Finding a night blooming nonsuch is not so damn hard when you picked about 70 of them.
Bloody hell.
Oh, aren't you a dear?
You sure you want to be stomping around in Motorline? It's quite dangerous.
Oh my goodness! This is Motoline! What am I thinking? I'd better get out of this puddle, hadn't I? The fumes must have gone to my head. It's just that I miss stomping around in the rain, you see? I don't have a raincoat. I used to have one. Do you know what happened to it? Neither do I, love, neither do I. I could make one, you know. I know the secret. To sewing through rubber, you have to know the trick. I know. You bring me an old raincoat, I'll make myself a new raincoat. And I'll teach you the secret of sewing through rubber. Whee!
It smells like something burned down.
Oh, lovely. What?
Find her an old shredded raincoat, huh?
Love it. Love it.
Short spike plans, so now I can make my own. And a tear-stained letter. Dearest Peggy, I'm so sorry, darling. Your father wouldn't let me keep your dolly in the house anymore. I know one day you'll walk through our front door. Maybe you'll be too old for your dolly, but I promised I would keep her for you. So I'm burying her next to the tree you so love to climb. Come back to us, darling, won't you? Love, your mum. And 3 more skill points. Good luck finding me.
We all have to look out for each other.
Oh,
and
hello.
that means asking ourselves these questions every day. Are we where we're supposed to be?
Okay.
Are we doing what we're supposed to be doing? But if we're all doing our duty, will we preserve and thrive in the future? Never to be too careful. Make the beach accurately. Stay where you belong and do what you should be doing. Never happen.
There we go. That's one way to get past that. Just wait for the good officer to not be looking your direction. And short out the control panel. Okay, need to find her a raincoat.
I just want you to know that I appreciate what you do.
Look at stabbing her is appreciated.
Well, one of them lost a few body parts. Oh, come on. And it's because it's been a while. Oh, I've already been in here.
Please don't make a fuss.
What's really funny is when you stuff one of the bobbies in those cans, because you notice that the bobbies are so much taller. Now, I know there's a safe around here. Ah, there we go. Oh, I need an electro-lock shocker. Ah, joy.
Oh, no!
Ma'am, if you don't move...
She looks familiar, doesn't she?
I guess so. See, that's what I was talking about, people not quite sitting on the benches. It's like they have this amazing ability to sit in mid-air sometimes. They usually sit properly, but every once in a while... Lost letter page. And as you tighten the lid on, it squeaks ever so slightly as the glass rubs along the rubber and as your rubber gloves rub along the lid. That done, you slowly strip off your rubber gloves one by one, taking care not to get any of the water on your arms. The rubber gloves, half inside out, quiver slightly on the kitchen counter as if they were shivering in delight. What do you want to do now, you ask? Eleanor's party is tomorrow. We promised to bring the balloons. You found balloons? Yes, I say, keeping my voice as steady as I can. 10 latex rubber balloons, the long kind you can twist into shapes. In my mind, I can already hear them squeal as I twist them, the thin rubber rubbing on itself. Someone either has a rubber fetish, or they were using rubber gloves and cutting the fingers off for balloons. Who says I want to get away?
My God! Thief! You downer! Get out! You're really bringing me down!
You! Stop mucking around! There! Get her! Stop them! Take the rock on the downer! Cheer up.
Did it! You can't
It's
deny
better
it!
this way.
You won't get away! You're really... Cheer up!
up, you bastard!
Whoa! Sorry to bother.
Goodness gracious!
This won't take a minute. This won't hurt a bit.
Well, to be fair, I kind of imagine that being stuck through the door is quite probably a little bit painful. Just saying. I can make jerky from that. Need 2 of those if I want to make one particular weapon that's in my list. Saltpeter, which I can use to make that said jerky. Sugar and not moldy bread. More tea leaves, more vinegar. More rubber ducks. Another bottle of scotch, yay. Some mechanical bits. Sewing kit. Another bobby whistle. To be fair, I'm rather kind of hoping for a raincoat.
How'd you get in? Allow me!
To punch you in the face? I approve.
Keep calm.
Now we see the violence inherent in the system.
Or we just see the violence inherent in
Get in. Where did you go? I won't let. Look up, you!
What have we come to?
another empty power cell. Oh, thought I saw something else on the dresser. But I'll take the tea.
What are you doing?
Punching the heck out of you.
Come out, wherever you... We won't...
I only want to help you feel unconscious.
Here.
Oh, I do want to be here. And looting everything you have. Another bottle of scotch, yay. Good grief. Lots of teacups and sick-up tea and a couple of loose screws even. That looks awfully uncomfortable. Tell you what. There you go. A little bit less uncomfortable.
Answers your letters and questions about our lives in beautiful Wellington Wells.
Pull her out of the door, that way no one will...
My friends say. I thought I saw one too, but I wasn't sure, as we all had a big one.
At least you don't have. At least now I don't have to worry about people coming around back and seeing any of the unconscious people, right, Hillary? Okay, let's go by the modeling dispenser since I happen to have a couple of empty modeling canisters. Alright, Dyruger. Sleep well, man. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate the support. Oh, look, someone else not sitting on a bench. Matter of fact, she's not sitting on the bench and reading the paper. Cool.
Dear Jack, there's a stranger in my house.
To be honest, sounds like something my cat would do. Look, I'm not sitting on the kitchen counter. She just has her front paws on it.
It does happen from time to time. It's called capgras delusion. Not unheard of. Mr. Lyden? Aye. It's called Capgras delusion, and it's not unheard of.
Mr. Lyden, if you're listening, go see a doctor. They may be able to adjust your dose or give you an analog. And then you'll soon lose listening again. But if you lose Mr. Lyden, then we'll road. Do inform a nearby doctor that Mr. Lyden might need a visit. I'm sure everything will come out roses. And remember, by the way, don't hesitate to go see your doctor if you need
any medical attention.
Well, that's one modeling taken care of. Or one power cell filled. I can get another one there if I come back with that
That's a real
raincoat.
nasty pea super, isn't it?
Yeah, I think I need to stop back and drop off ingredients.
How do you think I used to run 100 meters?
Actually, let me go back here and... There we go, made myself some double plus wood. Oh wait, to inventory please. Actually, that I think of it. Just enough. Well, I know around here I've got a... Oh, come on. Wait, you're telling me I don't know how to change the batteries on a frickin' flashlight? I certainly don't need that much bread on me. Or that much turkey, or the pie. Keep the sandwich on me, though. Or that much sick-up tea. Unless I'm planning to sell some of it. have another canteen, so... There we go. Move that. Oh, wait. Wrong way. Move all crafting items back to the stash, including the ones that I just moved into my stash. Okay. Actually, now that I think about it, I'll probably just keep the victory meat on me. And maybe the sandwich. Or the apple. Okay, let's go break into the old government printing office.
What do you think of this?
You know what? Never mind. Next week?
Hello, Sally.
Arthur? Arthur Hastings!
Lovely day for it.
Don't you lovely day for it me, you idiot. It's me! Sally! Oh, I knew it was you. I mean, the glasses, the hair, the really adorable jacket. Don't ask me how. You're not that awkward little boy anymore, are you? But the way you walk, it's like the mask isn't even there. I just knew. There's Arthur.
Sally? You look fantastic.
This ancient thing. I've had it 2 weeks. I'm out of my mind with boredom.
Green and white checked. Your dress, the last time I saw you. Running out the door.
That horrible gingham dress. Oh, God, that takes you back. You're off your joy.
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
Oh, ye of little fucking faith. I'm not going to turn you in. Whatever possessed you to go off your joy?
Percy.
Oh, God.
I saw a picture of him. I promised I'd look after him in Germany. I have to go and find him.
How are you going to get out? Do you even have a letter of transit?
Absolutely. On my desk, in the city.
Good Christ. Just tell the policeman that. I'm sure they'll wave you right on through.
Yeah, haven't figured that bit out yet.
I'm very close with General Bing.
Of course you are.
No.
You always did have a knack for making helpful new friends.
I mean, I could go see him and ask him to give you a letter of transit.
Don't put the General out on my account. I'm sure you've only so many favours you can ask of him.
My God. You still hate me, don't you?
Yeah, well, I've only been wondering for the past 14 years.
We were 16!
How could you?
Because I liked him? Because he had that adorable beard? I don't know, there isn't a reason for everything. You're the last bloody person who should be off his joy.
I can't believe you are.
Believe me. Take enough stuff. Look. Some downer broke into my lab last week, literally tore the bars off the windows, and the ridiculous thing is I forgot to lock the front door. Point is, it's a horrible, terrible world out there. I just don't see you smashing your way into the city without a great deal of help.
Oh no, not me.
I'm living on the King's Road right now.
Of course you are.
I couldn't exactly have stayed there, could I? Like nothing happened.
Look, I'm sorry. This isn't what I meant to... Maybe we could help each other. Maybe I could come by when I'm feeling... better? Brilliant. You arse. How about going to the King's Road, knocking on her door and apologising grievously? And asking nicely for a letter of transit. She knows General Bing.
Damn it, lads, she's scarper. Oh, but what have we here? A friend of Miss Boyle's, innit? Funny, you don't seem all high and mighty. Perhaps we can express our feelings about Miss Boyle to her friend.
He did it.
Happy?
Sure. Be glad to. With frying pan food.
Get happy! Take your jaw! Cheer up!
What am I doing?
Frying pan food. Escape the plowboys?
Now, what's all the scuffle? You've been having an altercation in the alley?
Nothing you need to worry about, Constable. I'll, just be on my way.
And where is it you're on your way to? Precisely.
Just off to see an old friend on St. George.
Oh, well, no need to be in such a hurry. The bridge to St. George is, under renovations.
Oh. For how long?
I hesitate to prognosticate, sir. Dr. Faraday's the only one who knows how to fix the ridiculous contraptions on them bridges. Word has been sent, but we've not had the courtesy of a reply.
Why don't you, I don't know, go to Dr. Faraday's house?
Because Dr. F has removed to a secret location, the, location which headquarters keeps, secret.
All right. I'll ask your headquarters then.
You some kind of troublemaker. Stay out of city business.
I suppose if I want to go and make up with Sally, I need to get Dr. Faraday to come fix his bridge. So I need to visit police headquarters and find out where he's gone. Not risky at all. It's always a little extra complicated with Sally, isn't it?
Fortunately, Police HQ is not that far from here. And yeah, I think I'll let them keep the brick and a couple of frying pans. Oh, that does remind me. More healing balm.
Hello. I'm attempting to locate Dr. Faraday. Can you tell me where I can find him?
I'm afraid that information is not for public consumption, sir.
I can tell him where to find Bobby Hickenbotham, though.
Oh, for heaven's sake. He's not at the Reform Club again, is he? He was supposed to go to Lud's Own.
Well, apparently he feels so guilty that Dr. F has been deprived of the liberties which are the birthright of every English citizen, he's gonna get his arse spanked.
Constable Bevan, I'm not the public. I'm from the Department of Archives, Printing and Recycling. We're conducting an investigation into Dr. Faraday's handling of municipal records relating to the maintenance of the inter-insular bridges. 2 requests have already been sent by Miss Bing to your superior requesting this information. If I have to go back to the parade, Miss Bing's next letter regarding this apparently deliberate festinance will include the name of the last person I talked to. Will that be you, Constable, or the chap who keeps the constabulary's address book?
In that case, sir, why don't you take the elevator on up to records? They'll sort you out.
Thank you. I shall.
What the hell is festinance?
They deprived Dr. Faraday of his liberties, but he made all the bridges.
Interrogation report. Oh, and then there was Sally. This is not so much a note that you picked up as something that was automatically added. And then there was Sally just off the King's Road. I wonder if Winston Churchill ever practiced a speech, and then when he gave it, it came out all hateful accusations and vitriol and not at all what he wanted to say. Probably not. She was being all lovely and slipped the surly bonds of Earth Sally, only even more so, and then she said she was mates with Sir Robert B., or more than mates, I suppose, and from then on all I could think of was that horrible night. I wanted to beat a hasty retreat, but my legs wouldn't move and my mouth wouldn't stop. The really stupid thing is that I desperately need a letter of transit if I'm to get back into the city and out of Wellington Wells, and Sally offered to get me one, and I so cleverly chased her off. The thing is, I don't trust her. She was always so wonderful when she was there, but a girl like Sally always has so many better places to be, and better people to be with, or worse people that she prefers anyway for some reason. And sometimes she'd just hide in Percy's old room in the attic and not come down. Who knows what's going on with her now? I could try again. She's living on the King's Road somewhere with bars on her windows and an unlocked door. Couldn't be that hard to find, and I could hardly be more of an arse than just now, so there's nothing to lose except my pride again. I can swallow my pride for Percy's sake. Interrogation of Daniel Douglas by Constable Jack Constable. Subject lives at number 2 Swallow Street, St. George Home. Subject states that the fog was particularly thick last night. He had to go to the window to shut it, as his living room was becoming particularly clammy. He heard a scream. It frightened him, and he screamed too. At that, a woman came half out of the fog. She seemed to be struggling with someone. She opened her mouth as if to call him, but then he noticed a line of red across her throat. Then she collapsed. Then a man came out of the fog and stared at him. He said the man's face seems oddly familiar. The man then disappeared into the fog. He was about to call for help when a voice whispered very close, "I'm afraid we've come to the end of our time." At that moment he closed the window and went to hide under his bed. At this point the subject became quite distraught and began shouting that the constabulary must stop this miscreant forthwith. A doctor was promptly summoned, Dr. Trelawney, who administered the usual dose of joy. At this the subject perked up quite a bit and departed. No woman's body was found on Swallow Street. However, a jubilator had recently passed the scene of the alleged incident. Well, nothing in that maintenance locker. What about this maintenance locker? Scotch.
Percival Hastings, is it not?
No, it's Arthur. Percival went away.
Odd. There are some things you think you will never forget. But then, I suppose you do.
I'm Arthur. Arthur Hastings.
Memories play tricks on you, do they not?
You must get back on board! How old are you, Mr. Hastings?
I'm 13. They typed my birthday wrong on the card.
So, why are you here?
I'm just here to take my brother to the train.
Sergeant. Don't you just love this? I think that's a side effect of the random naming that they used during the beta testing. The game would randomly generate names of NPCs. And it came up with Sergeant, and Constable. And they decided to keep it. Request for persecution. Dr. Verloc continues to agitate for the apprehension and detention of his former protege, Miss Sally Boyle, claiming she purloined and absconded with his formula. An electrolock shocker, an empty pill bottle, and some scotch, and the Bobby's HQ key card. Nothing there I need. Another memory.
But why do the Germans want children?
I don't know.
Where are they taking them?
I don't know. They won't say.
When are they coming back?
No one knows. They won't say.
Why won't they say?
Well, just shut it, Percy. Just shut it. Sorry. Till the war's over, I guess. They're losing, I think.
But the radio... But the radio keeps talking about victories.
Yes, but the victories keep getting closer to Berlin.
I can't hear you.
They keep winning, but they're then going backwards.
That doesn't make any sense.
It does if they're lying.
People shouldn't lie. It confuses everything.
Yes, it really does.
To Constable Bevan. Again? Oh, it must be Thursday. Tell Dr. V to fuck off, polite-like. Even if she wasn't the only source of blackberry, they're referring to blackberry-flavored joy. The General would have our heads.
Hello? Constable Bevan said you're the chap who has Dr. Faraday's current address.
That's right. I've got records of everyone's address back there. All alphabetical. I'm quite proud of it.
So, where has Dr. Faraday relocated to?
Oh, I can't tell you that. You're not a constable. I guess it would take two of you to make one constable, if you had platform shoes. Right. Anyone else you'd like me to not tell you the address of?
You're very helpful.
That's what everyone says. You know, I used to patrol the street. It was lovely. Shopkeepers give you sandwiches, ladies flirt, the warm sun on your coat. One misstep, and they put you in the records room. It's hardly fair. He was breathing when I left him.
Get Dr. Faraday's file location by any means. Fortunately, that's not as hard as you think.
If they're alphabetical, maybe I can find Dr. F's address myself. F for Faraday.
And I've got to be really careful here. So I might go ahead. Oh, I can't. Got to be careful. Fortunately, there's only one guy actively patrolling, and the other guy's actively looking out the window.
Oi, you. Right, that cuts it.
He must have turned around and saw me.
And don't you forget it.
Sup, Ethan? Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate the support. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah, there. Ew. Rotten apples in a Jimmy bar, not worth it. Downer report and some metal bits. Downer report. Constables should be on the lookout for a tall male downer, about 11 stone. That's about 154 pounds, by the way. Brown hair, brown eyes, glasses. Suspect may use illicit drugs to appear to be on joy. Or he may be using joy to appear to be on joy. Although apparently inoffensive, subject should be regarded as violent and extremely dangerous. Assess, approach, and apprehend, but if by bad luck an unusual amount of force is required for the constable's safety, no one will be terribly put out if the suspect goes the way of the jubilators. No, you actually can't even climb the ladders. I'm probably just not seeing the one file cabinet that I have to search. Like that one.
He certainly does have this place organised. Dr. Faraday's in Ludd's home. That's crazy. Why? And how do I get to Ludd's home? Are they renovating it?
Faraday's location. I recognize the need for isolating Dr. Faraday at Dunsinane House. However, you cannot ask us to patrol Ludd's home. The island is crawling with berserk wastrels infected with the plague. I can't place my constables at the mercy of mobs of homicidal lunatics, spouting Old English. And if, God forbid, one of them were to come back bitten or scratched, well, that's it for good old Maidenholm. If you must, appoint someone you trust to look in on her. How about Bobby Hickenbotham? He's loyal, if not terribly reliable. And if he got bitten, no great loss. And yeah, but isn't that true of so many games? I mean, even in the reboot, or well, the prequels, I should say, of Deus Ex, they're big enough to crawl through. And the guy you play as even makes a point of it. He's like, I will be talking about this at the next security briefing.
What's all that about Bobby Hickenbotham? He's supposed to check up on Dr. Faraday, but he's at the Reform Club instead, getting his arse spanked. He must have some sort of ID that lets him cross to Ludd's home. Maybe I could borrow it.
Well, visit the Reform Club at night, it says, but it's coming up close to my 4-hour mark, and it's after curfew. So, what I'm going to try to do is work my way past the Bobbies who apparently are not very good at maneuvering around each other. Yeah, keep going, fellas. Well, that's the idea of going back here to the safe house. I do have to visit the Reform Club at night, so I'm not going to be able to sleep and pass time to do it. I'll just have to drop off some stuff that I'm not using and then go straight to the Reform Club. But right now, no. Right now is a good time to save. And let's see. Oh, I can now make tea. In fact, I can make an awful lot of tea if I'm willing to make more water filters to get more pure water. But yeah, I could make like 40 cups of tea in no time. Anyway, I'm going to leave that here for tonight. Don't forget to join me tomorrow for the next part of this. And I appreciate everyone's support. If you're new and you're watching this, don't forget to like and subscribe. Really helps the algorithm. And have a great rest of your day.